It's time to edit like a beast and edit to the beat. Today, I'm going to show you how you can sync up your video footage with your music of choice. That way, you have a more dynamic edit by the end of your video. One tip I'd give before we get started is if you have the chance, find your song before your shoot. That way, you can take in the song before the shoot and really get a feel for how the energy is in the song, the vibe, the tempo. When you go to edit the footage, it's going to feel cohesive with the music. Taking it one step further, I would try listening to the music while you're shooting. That way, you're fully immersed in the music and your shots are totally motivated by the sound. So without further ado, let's jump into it and I'll show you how to do it. I'd suggest finding your music first before you start your edit. If you want to know any other apps that I use as a business owner and social media content creator, feel free to check out this video I made here where I go into further depth of what apps I've currently been using to help run my business and create content. So here we have some songs that are on display. You can also go into the spotlight area. Artlist curates folders that have songs all together so you can hear things that are similar. So if you're looking for pop, so I find this is very helpful. Let me go back. You can also, in the main search area, you can choose what kind of mood you're looking for, video theme, genre, instrument. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands. Okay, so I like this beat here. I'm gonna choose this one, but just the instrumental. I don't want the vocals in this song. So we'll go with this. Then download as MP3. So with the music, I like to go into the audio effects panel and choose music and just bring that up to 100. And then from here, I normally find anywhere from -20-ish works well for when it's exported to social media. That way the music's not too loud or too quiet. You can go into the video panel here, and this is where you can change your display option. So if you want to just look at the audio, I would suggest hitting that right there, and you can make this a little bit bigger. Just makes it a bit easier when we're picking out where the hits are. And then I'm going to add my markers from here on out. Another marker here. Okay, so that gives us a few markers to at least get started here. So our first shot, we have a curtain opening here. So let's find where it fully opens. Or at least like right around here. So I'm gonna add a marker on this part, so when that beat hits, I want it to almost be open. Let's just say we add this clip here right in the front. So when that beat hits here, we didn't add a marker, but I can just pretend there's a marker here. I'm gonna cut that there, and then we can have one more still shot before we get into our motion. Let's let that play back now. And then right around there, the beat hits again, so we can cut into some of the action. Let's pull this clip here, rather than going the other way. I'm going to let this hold a little bit longer. I'm going to drag the clip to about there. And then I usually like to cut the markers as I go. And that just gives me a rough idea where the beat's going to hit. Cut to a close-up. Now, again, I'll let this hold a little bit longer. What I can also do is once it hits here, I want it to be slow motion. So what I'm going to do, Shift B, so that now we have a separation in between these two clips. And on this half, I want to make it slower. So I'm going to go custom automatic, and that's going to make it 40% now. So if we watch it back, it should hit a slow motion once that beat hits. I want it to change to the next shot once it hits here. So cut that marker away. Here, we'll add this clip in next. And we'll cut it again once that beat hits, so right around there. No, instead, maybe what I want to do, I'll do this clip. And then I like this one when the hands come back in, so we'll go with that. And you don't have to cut it every single beat. Switching it up, cutting on the beat for a few seconds, and then not cutting on the beat, just to keep your viewer on their toes really, and not used to the same cut coming at every single beat drop. That's really good. I like that there. Maybe we'll just add one more shot here. I think I'll just take that one away, and then we'll just end with this shot as our last shot. It's kind of ending where the beat is picking up, so let's try to smooth that out. What I like to do, find the end of the song. Now we can drag the end of this clip over to here. And I'm going to zoom back in so we can see it a bit better. Knowing that this is our last shot, I'm going to try to aim up the sound to here. We can see the two peaks here, so I want to try to line those up. That way it sounds natural when we cut it away. Right around here. Boom, so now we'll cut this part away. We'll fade that out, and then we'll cut this one over, beat 2, and we'll slowly fade this one in. So now we'll hear that back. So you can almost hear that beat again. So what I want to do is just smooth this out a little bit more. We're going to cut back on this clip. So I can see it's off a little bit. So I'm going to just bring my playhead here so I can see it better and drag this over so they're about at the same time. I'm going to just cut that out a bit more, like right around there. Just going to drag that clip out a little bit longer, and that way what I can do is fade out this shot as it goes to the end here. So right about here, keep the opacity at 100, but then by the end we'll have the opacity gone. So perfect, and that's a quick little edit. That's one way that I like to smooth out the song, that way it doesn't just abruptly stop. Another tip is when you're cutting, cut on the action of stuff. So that way there's always something moving when you're cutting. It's nice to mix up stills from here and there, like these two. But what we can do, instead of having a stagnant clip for the first two, is maybe, let's say, we want to zoom out on both clips. So from here, let's say 115, or say 120, and then come to the end, and by the end it's at 110. And then this clip, I'm going to go to the beginning, it's going to start at 110, and we're going to bring this down to 100. Boom. It should be moving on these still clips. Perfect. I like how the hand is coming around here, so in this shot, we matched it up to the hand finishing its movement there. I'll also insert another version here. I made a full 1 minute edit for this video, so I'm going to insert that at the end. And with the music, you can really make it feel however you'd like to. Now you can edit like a beast and edit to the beat. And remember, practice makes perfect. So keep experimenting and refining your skills. I'm the Creative Fro, keeping you in the know. I'll see you next time for another video.